Serious, what is your job, and what can I do as a consumer to make your job easier? Retail, don't come into the store. And on Black Friday, sit on your ass in your own home, please and thank you. I'm a caregiver. Don't look at other caregivers with a mean stare when you see them making their patients use their legs or arms while in their wheelchair. It's our job to ensure that they're doing as much as they're capable of doing. Caregivers really don't get enough credit. Heck, you're devoted to helping people for a living. Of course you're not trying to be an absolute butthole by making them do stuff even if they're wheelchair bound. You're obviously trying to provide the patients with what is in their best interest. I own a mid-sized dumpster rental company. When you rent a dumpster, don't put hazardous material in it and then complain about extra charges. It costs me more to get rid of it and I will pass that cost on to you. Also, don't dump a body in a dumpster that you rented with your own credit card and did. Yes, I'm serious. 911 call taker. Most importantly, give me your location first. Next, just listen to and answer my questions. Simple concept. The one exception to this rule would be if someone has a gun or knife in their hand. Feel free to shout that out whenever you notice this, but then continue to listen to and answer the rest of my questions. And just a reminder, the more information you give the dispatchers, the better prepared those of us in public safety can be to help you when we get to the scene. Manager owner here. Please don't upset my employees. They work super hard and don't deserve your balls. I agree. Whenever I train new employees, I flat out tell them to call me when there's a problem because they aren't paid enough to deal with someone's petty bulls. I work in a prison. The easiest way to make my job easier is to not get arrested. Have had a few jobs over the past few years. US Marine. While I was in, there wasn't much you could do to affect my job, but asking did you kill anyone in regards to my Afghanistan deployments could really ruin the freaking mood, and possibly my day. Cashier. Wasn't much of a hassle, but know what you want as you step up to the register at a food place, especially if there are people behind you, and know where the card or cash is on your person. Never really bothered me, but if you take forever, realize that the person behind you thinks it was my fault they had to wait. Server. Tip appropriately, please. If I am doing a poor job, let me know how I can do better while understanding that you are not my only table. If I'm doing poorly and you are my only table, by all means, speak to a manager. You're most likely an butthole, but you'll walk out with a meal half off. I won't get in trouble, and your 10% of the 50% meal is punishment enough. Cook, know what you're ordering. If you're not certain about something, ask your server. That's one of the primary reasons they exist. You shouldn't be surprised or angry when a meal doesn't come out how you expected. Also, either know the difference between steak temperatures, or don't freaking complain. If you're really not certain, order a temperature down. It's much easier to cook up a steak than recook one. I am a teacher. Please, 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 for the love of all that is holy, teach your children some respect. Sure, you may not be a consumer, but your children are. Some of my students are absolute angels, but others are little fricks whose parents should be rounded up and drowned. Government employee. Quit electing dumbheads. I am being serious. Government employee. Can agree. Also, don't assume that I'm your enemy. I'm lazy or that I'm not entitled to the same fair treatment that any other worker should expect. I'm just an average Joe who goes into my job from 9-5. Same as you. Reliability engineer. Don't lie about how you broke it, we give you the warranty anyway. Customer. Please make sure we know who will give us the warranty no matter how it broke and who actually cares. We're not trying to be rude, we just can't tell the difference. I'm a pharmacy intern at a chain grocery store pharmacy. Please understand that a pharmacy isn't a fast food restaurant. Please do not think that my job solely entails putting pills in bottles and slapping a label on it. It's fine if the fast food employee puts pickles on your burger. You'll survive. It's not fine if you get clozapine instead of clonidine. The reason your prescription takes so long is because we actually have to receive it from the doctor first. Please don't give me the "my doctor sent it over right when I was in the office." If we don't have it, then no she didn't. Or you give it to us. We type it in. A pharmacist checks whoever typed it in. This includes any drug interactions, insurance problems, or errors in the written prescription. Then someone has to print and label. grab the bottle, and count it. Then a pharmacist has to check the final product. Now add all that to the phone constantly ringing, people wanting flu shots, transfers to other pharmacies, insurance problems that warrant calls, written prescription errors that warrant calls, someone can't find something OTC, counseling patients on their medications, and the other 200 people that brought in prescriptions before you, where we have to do all the steps over and over again. It's not easy. It's just the people that yell at us for the prescriptions not being ready on time are the same people that would turn around and sue us in a heartbeat. Just have some patience and realize we're trying our best, and our best ensures that you get the correct prescription. If you are doing a return, tell me you are doing a return. There have been too many times where customers just set a bunch of stuff on my counter without saying anything about a return. Naturally, I start ringing them up, and then they tell me that they're returning things. Truck driver here, just use your goddamn indicators. Us non-truck drivers would like to second that statement. I might make a point of flashing my lights at everyone I see changing lanes without indicating. I'll probably end up getting pulled over, but who cares? I'm 19 and I take groceries out for minimum wage. When I'm sacking your groceries, don't expect me to bow and roll out a red carpet to your car for you. I will smile and ask you about your day, weather, then be on my way. When old people tip me a quarter, I smile and realize how humble older people are. Here's a shiny new quarter for your trouble, little fella. Run along now. Commercial cleaner here, please. Ladies and gents, don't pee and crap all over the bathrooms. Also, please remember to flush the toilet. It's a public washroom and nobody wants to see what you left in the toilet. I'm a pathologist assistant. I cut up human tissues removed at surgery. Don't eat corn before you have colon surgery. It would be greatly appreciated. This histotet here. People actually following colonoscopy prep instructions would make my job so much easier. Also, don't wait until that thing on your skin is the size of a tomato before you have it removed. As a server, order from the menu. I work in technical support. Read the fricking manual. Love this one. I've worked as a technical support agent and I feel like I just want to put a magnifying glass on their eyes and tell them that's the power button. Push it. Childcare. Pick up your fricking kids on time. Yeah, you're only 5-10 minutes late, but you're 5-10 minutes late every single fricking day, and every single fricking day you force me to miss my bus. Now, while I don't actually live that far from my workplace, you're adding another hour to my workday. If you pick up your kids on time, I'm home by 6:20, 6:30 at the latest. I get it. Sometimes there are extenuating circumstances and you're running late. We're pretty reasonable, we understand. But some people are late every single day. When you're so freaking inconsiderate that you are late every day, I do not make it home from work till 7:30. My workday is meant to finish at 6. Pick up your freaking kids on time. I'm not your au pair. Childcare here as well. Please, if your child is sick, keep them home. Do not give them Tylenol 10 minutes before you drop them off and think we won't notice their watery eyes, snotty nose, and hacking cough. Grocery. If you don't want a refrigerated or frozen item, just give to an employee or the cashier as you leave. It doesn't help anyone to find it hidden in the chips. Wine waiter for a business club. Dear rich people, clicking your fingers at someone is never okay, you ungrateful degenerates. I thought that crap existed only in the movies. Veterinary receptionist. Please remember that I'm not a doctor. I'm a support worker. Please don't stare at me and my disabled client while we are out in public, and certainly don't give us dirty looks. Just because my client is developmentally disabled, that doesn't mean that they don't have a right to enjoy their community just the same as anyone else, as they also pay taxes just like yourself. Please don't judge the care I am providing for my client. Just because she is screaming doesn't mean I am being unfair or abusing her. Please don't judge situations you don't understand. I'm a graphic designer. You can stop thinking you are a graphic designer because you own Photoshop. Actually check your smoke detectors so if your house catches on fire you don't die. If you dispose of ash from your fireplace, don't do so into a flammable container. Write down the meds and medical history for any family members with medical conditions. Make sure your house number is visible from the street. And lastly, kindly pull over when a fire truck is behind you honking, and when you pull over don't block side streets. Murphy's Law would say that is the street we need to turn onto. I'm a customer care representative. I work at a call center and we handle calls asking about bills and stuff. Basically, it would be really nice if customers don't shout at us. We're humans, not robots. I understand they are paying, but it won't hurt if they ask nicely. Also, don't put the blame on us. We don't make the rules around here and we are not necessarily the reason why their bills are messed up, so don't take it out on every representative you talk with. Breathe deeply. Bartender here. Know what you want before you waste my time and hold up the line for others to give me their orders. I work at a movie theater. Yes, prices are going to be expensive. It shouldn't surprise you. We make nothing off of ticket sales. It all has to come from concessions. We hate it just as much as you do. Also, the popcorn from the popcorn machine is not any fresher than the stuff in the warmer. And please, please, please just pick up after yourselves and your children. It takes 2 seconds to throw your trash away, and it helps the ushers clean faster so they can move into their next movie and you can be seated faster. Thrift store manager. Don't be about the price of a $60 trillion shirt. I am a cook. If you are allergic to half of our menu, just go home. I work at a theme park. Don't yell in my face about how I'm ripping you off. I don't make the prices, and don't go to a theme park if you expect things to be cheap. I collect trolley shopping carts or whatever you call them. There's almost always a designated place to put them within about 20 feet. Please don't leave them at the furthest points of the car park. I really don't want to walk over there 100 times a day. I'm a barista at Starbucks. There are a few things you can do to make my life easier. First of all, you could smile at me when I take your order. I spend hours smiling non-stop and it's a little easier to do when it's reciprocated. Secondly, if you want to reload your Starbucks card, tell me before you order your drink. Last, if you come into my store with a list of 20 drinks for you and all your co-workers, don't get frustrated when I ask you to slow down or repeat yourself. It's hard to keep track of all those drinks and I can't write as quickly as you can talk. I'm an accounts receivables clerk. Pay your freaking bills. I'm a government employee. While I view myself as a public servant, it would be wonderful if you didn't treat me like I was the help. Yes, your tax dollars pay my salary, but remember 2 things. 1. So do approximately 13 million other people's, and they all want crap too. Your tax dollars paying my salary doesn't make me your B any more than buying a computer gives you license to treat Best Buy employees like crap. I still get my time off, lunch and regular work hours like anyone else should. Animal care assistant at an animal rescue. Please research thoroughly before deciding to buy breed animals, and please do consider rescue. There are so many unwanted pets in the world, and rescues like ours are nearly full and our waiting lists get longer by the day. I see adorable pictures of puppies, kittens on Reddit every day and it makes me sad for the lovely animals at my work, stuck in kennels, catteries without families of their own. It's a tough job at times, especially this time of the year, though I wouldn't change it for the world. I used to be a bank teller back in high school. It is not always helpful to roll wrap your coins. I was always required to unwrap them all and put them through the coin machine counter to be sure the correct amount was there. If you are using the drive-thru, please assure that your money is securely wrapped or weighed down so the wind doesn't pick it up. Additionally, do not have all of your windows rolled down, then place loose bills on the vents on the top of your dashboard. You hold up the line when you need to go chase down a bunch of bills flying across the parking lot. On that first bit, I'm betting that varies. Both my banks won't take unrolled coins. I've tried. I'm a teacher. Realize that your precious snowflake is not perfect, and that if he is getting poor grades, it is incredibly likely that he is the one to blame, not me. You have been visited by Rich Jackie. If you subscribe, he will bless you with lots of cash. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.